Hi, this is Chris Coombs. I'm the founder of the Truth in Diabetes Project. So this week, a couple neat things happened. Our community grew quite a bit by about 20 new people. Welcome to the Truth in Diabetes Project. And also, I got added to a group here locally for type 1 diabetics. And reading through the posts in that group, one common thing that I saw, and I know a lot of people that follow the Truth in Diabetes Project, are parents of diabetic children. And the common, well, not the common, but one common theme that I saw was just the pain and frustration and just the absolute agony that parents who parent children with type 1 diabetes have. Now, I don't understand what it feels like to be you. I can imagine the pain, the frustration, just the sleepless nights, that seeing your kids go through this awful, disease. I can't imagine what that feels like, but what I can offer you is a little bit of perspective. And so one thing that a lot of parents posted on is just their frustration when they take that kid into the doctor's office and they get the results of the dreaded A1C test. And one thing that I wanted to say to you is that A1C test, guess what? That is not your report card as a parent. Okay, now sometimes to understand what something is, you need to understand what it's not. Okay, that is not your measure of how you are doing as a parent of a diabetic child. Okay, that number is going to go up, it's going to go down. That's part of the game. It's the reason for that. It's how we treat diabetes. Okay, our physicians, and this isn't a dig or a knock on them, because you know what, frankly, us type 1 diabetics, we're alive because of the advances that we have in medicine. Okay, so the point that I'm getting to with that is when doctors are trained, the way our system trains them is, okay, well, what's the problem? In our case, it's diabetes. Okay, well, what's the drug? What's the drug? That's how they're taught. Okay, and right now, what we have available is insulin. We can inject insulin. For type 2s, often it's oral medications. That's what we have. So it's a guess. It's a guess. Little biology lesson. The body is constantly trying to maintain homeostasis. It's trying to maintain a constant temperature, a constant pH, yes, a constant blood sugar, all of these things. Okay? But our world is an ever-changing world. Okay? In a perfect world, your kid would eat the same thing every day. They would need the exact same medication, their activity level. Everything would be constant. But as we know, that's not life. It changes. Up, down, up, down. You know what? One day you might just be having a good time, stress-free, relaxed. Other days you're going to be having all kinds of stressors. The kids at school, maybe somebody's picking on them. Maybe they get in a fight. Maybe the teacher says something that discourages them. Stress impacts the blood sugar. So what I wanted to share with you, and if there's a message out there that I hope to drive home with this, is that A1C is not your report card as a parent. It is merely information. And if that kid with diabetes needs to know anything from you, okay, and I get it. You feel an enormous sense of responsibility to make sure that your child is protected and cared for. And if that's not happening, if their A1C is high, you can feel like a failure as a parent. Well, you're not failing. But you know what? One thing that your kids really need to hear from you is just how much you love them. Just how much you care about them. And that, you know what? Hey, you had a high A1C. That doesn't mean mom or dad is disappointed in you. Because you know what? That's got to be pretty harsh. I can't relate on that so much because I was older when I found out I was diabetic. I was just shy of 16 when I found out. So I kind of had the attitude that I need to jump in and take care of things. But anyway, this post is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to cut this one off. But do that, parents. You make sure that kid knows no matter what their blood sugar is, no matter what that A1C is, they are loved and accepted by you as their parent. Thanks again for supporting the Truth in Diabetes. If there's anything I can do for you, any questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, I always welcome that, and thank you for those that have reached out. Remember, my friends, as I always say, disease or destiny, it's your choice.